Check 1, 2, check. All right, ready? Hey everyone, this is Shane at Fret Zealot, and today we're taking a look at the Vidami pedal. This is the Vidami Blue. It's a video controller pedal by Vidami, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use it to control Fret Zealot courses, control your Fret Zealot LED system, and get the most out of learning how to play when you're watching any sort of video demo using this pedal. It's a pretty simple concept. You hook this up to your device, be it your phone, tablet, laptop, or PC, using Bluetooth. This is the Bluetooth model, by the way. There's also another model by Vidami that is the USB model. So you hook it up to your device and then you use these stomp switches to control your video. There are 3 on the bottom and then 2 on the top, so 5 total stomp switches. There's an on and off slider on the back face, and then you have your LED indicators, which show you whether you're connected or not with the Bluetooth. It's got your battery indicator. It's got a really long battery life. And then finally your USB port for charging or for using it as a connection. Starting with the bottom row of the stomp switches is really simple. You just tap the middle one. Right here is kind of like the centrally located button to play and pause your video. Instantaneously, your video will play or pause. You tap and then tap again. And then on the left side, you have your back, which is going to rewind you some amount of time. I think it's usually 15 seconds. And then same thing, you have the forward button to jump forward in time on your video. While that's happening, and you're using the Fret Zealot LED system, I've got my guitar right here. The LED system is going to sync up with the video. So if you're pausing, the LED system will pause. If you're jumping forward, the LED system will jump to the next chord or pattern that's being shown in the video lesson that you're viewing. Then up top, we have these really cool utility buttons that control the speed of the video, and then another button that allows you to loop the video. So the way that works is just by tapping the speed, you'll cycle through the different speeds that are available for your video player. So usually you're looking to maybe slow it down if you're doing a learning how to play type of video, so that you can watch the phrase, listen to it, just slow it down so that you can pay attention and learn the phrase at a lower speed before jumping back into full speed. Same thing, you got the loop feature where you tap it, it sets a start point for your loop. Then you continue watching your video and then you tap it again. Then you've set your end point. Then it will continue to loop between those 2 points that you tap the loop button on. While all of that's happening, you can actually continue using the other buttons. You can slow down while you're looping your video. You can play, pause while you're looping your video as well. So just with one foot, you have full control over all of the videos that you're watching, which leaves you hands-free to learn how to play and use your instrument, of course. Let's check it out. On the Vidami pedal, you have 2 rows of switches, and the bottom row has 3 switches, and these are going to be your play navigation. You can start by using the middle button to play and pause your video. I've got my video going. Now, when I want to navigate to a section of the video, I can easily do that by using the left and right foot switches to fast forward, setting up my fast forward. You can skip through different increments, and you can even set how far you want to jump in the Vidami pedal settings. Same would go for the back. Just navigating the playhead back to earlier, using the back button. And then I'll just pause it again. Now, that lets you get through any portion of the video that you want without needing to actually, use your computer mouse or any buttons. You're just able to do all of that with your foot on the Vidami pedal. Play, pause, jump forward, jump back. And then you have the second row on the top, which gives you 2 additional features, and this is where it gets actually a lot more deep in terms of what you can do. There's a speed button and a loop button on the top row. So let's check out how that works. We'll start with playing the video and then check out what the speed button does. If you're learning a guitar part naturally, you're going to want to slow things down. So that's how you're going to use the speed button. You're just going to press it once. And now the video is going slower. And again, in the Vidami pedal settings, you can actually choose how this speed button behaves, how much it will slow down or potentially even speed up the video. Clicking it again can go even slower. Nice and slow. Almost too slow once you keep going. Further your back after you press it, you cycle through all the different speeds available. Pause it again. Now so the loop button is a really interesting feature. It lets you pick a portion or a section of the video that you're watching, pick a beginning of the loop and an end time for the loop, and then it will just re-loop the video over and over again during the portion that you chose. So you do that by first pressing the loop button at the beginning of the time where you want to start your loop, then you press it a second time to indicate the end of the looped portion of the video. And then the third time you press it, it will deactivate the loop that you previously set. So in order to do that, I'll just start by playing the video. I'll pick out a set of measures in the song, and I'll start the loop at the beginning of the portion I want to loop, and then press it again to set the loop. So we got the song playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So now we got it's playing, and we're going to set it a second time to end the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're back at the beginning of the loop, and then we'll just repeat that portion over and over again. And there it goes. Start it back over. And now while you're looping, you can actually adjust the speed too. You can slow down the loop portion, so you can really study that area. And again, just continue using the speed button the same way you normally would. Bring it back up to full speed. All the other features work. I can continue to play and pause it while I'm using the loop. Now you'll hit the beginning of the loop and it won't want to go any further because you've reached the end of the loop or the beginning of the loop. That's fine, because then I can just press this loop button again. Now the loop is gone. I can go back playing. And one thing you'll notice, just how responsive it is when you press the buttons. Things happen right away. So it's really nice to have just a quick, easy to use, efficient, and effective tool for navigating those online video courses. We're using that to control our Fret Zealot system and the Fret Zealot courses that you're seeing on your screen with the Vidami pedal. Using the Vidami pedal while watching a video lesson just makes it trivially easy because you don't need to get away. Your attention is always going to be on your instrument a bit more and the content that you're learning from, and just navigating that video is just made so much easier because it only takes just the foot that you're not using and you're just navigating through your video. So you're really just able to focus on your guitar or whatever instrument you're learning, and then that video that you want to be controlling. You don't need to be lifting away and like going to your mouse or your trackpad or anything like that. So that's really the beauty of this. What's also cool about it is that it works with a lot of different video players. So even just for general things like YouTube, it can be really useful. I've been using it for the Fret Zealot courses, which gives you a lot because we're syncing our LED system with every single course in the Fret Zealot library. So you're getting a live view of exactly what to play on your guitar. But on top of that, you get to play and pause. So if you want to slow down a phrase, you can really follow along on those LEDs, follow along with the video, and control everything with this pedal. This is the blue version, which is wireless. So that's really neat. And I think it's a nice upgrade because you don't need to hook it into your device. It's just standalone, no cables or anything like that. So I think that's an important feature to consider if you're checking out the Vidami line. The Bluetooth feature is really nice and it's super fast. I noticed that as well. Like when you're pressing these buttons, the video player responds instantaneously, just about. and it's really easy to control because you want that feedback from the video. Like when you pause it, it's good that it pauses right away, and it's a really just nifty, kind of speedy controller. So good work on getting it, fast. These buttons really are really like powerful, and they respond extremely quick. And then also, metal enclosure. This thing is really hefty. I think it's built really well. This thing is durable, and it's got this nice wedge shape. So overall, cool design, great features, easy to use, and really just kind of fun. Like, it makes using video courses a lot easier and kind of just a more seamless sort of way of improving that whole experience. So Vidami pedal, Fret Zealot courses, a sweet match, super fun to use, and a great way to learn how to play.